It can only be because you're holding on to an outdated image of God and spiritual teachers, like Jesus explained. So can you see, my beloved, how shifting your view slightly can get you to a point where you are at peace with being who you are. You are at peace with being at your present level of the spiritual path. You are not beating yourself up for not being at some higher level. You are at peace with your outer situation. Being a spiritual person in a non-spiritual society, living in the age you are living in, you are at peace with it because you're focused on the opportunities of your personal growth and of helping others. And so, this means that for the rest of your time in embodiment, you can enjoy life. You can enjoy being on the spiritual path. And I assure you that when you come to that point, you will actually make faster progress on the higher levels of Christhood and Buddhahood. And so, we know, of course, as Jesus said, we cannot lift you beyond your perception filter. I know that each of you listening to this, and each of those who will hear it later, who will read it later, each of you has his or her own perception filter. I may be able to penetrate it a little bit. I may be able to nudge you upward a little bit, but I cannot nudge you beyond where you are willing to go. I fully accept that. I fully respect your right to be where you are at. I fully respect your right to continue to struggle on the spiritual path, if that is the experience you desire. I hope you can respect that as a spiritual teacher, as an Ascended Master who has a vehicle, who is willing to speak the living word, I also have a right to give you a vision that there is something beyond your current stage, and that it is not necessary to walk the Via Dolorosa, to suffer and to strive and to always be behind and never be at peace. It is actually possible to be a spiritual student and be at peace with being in physical embodiment on a planet as difficult as Earth. It is possible, it is much more enjoyable, you will feel much better about yourself, and we have given you the tools to achieve it if you are willing. And so, I have set before you the possibility, we have set before you the possibility, and we only hope that you can step up and come to feel good about being who you are right now. This is what I desire for you. Naturally, you will be more tomorrow and in a year or 10 years. And my wish is that you will keep feeling better and better about yourself. For truly, as Jesus said, we have never had any desire whatsoever to make our students feel bad about themselves. Not just as a matter of feeling, but as a matter of experience. And if you can shift your MO so you can come to have a more direct experience of an Ascended Master, as Jesus said, then you can also quickly come to see that you actually also have a certain MO that decides how you relate to your I Am Presence, to the higher part of your own being. And if you will examine that MO, then you can also make that switch where you realize, do I have a friendly I Am Presence or a hostile I Am Presence? And indeed, I do have a friendly I Am Presence who wants to support my growth. And it is when you make peace with your I Am Presence that you will ultimately feel good about yourself and have the highest possible life experience even while you are in embodiment on this quite challenging planet. So this is my hope, my vision, and this is my gift for today, whereby I seal you and I seal this magnificent gathering of your hearts, for which we are truly grateful.